And we'll go live. It never tells me when I'm going live, so I have to kind of guess. Hmm. Preparing to live stream. So it should say just a moment. There we go. We are officially live on Facebook. Today I am joined with the amazing and wonderful Marina Beach, the Soul Alchemist. Marina, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so I am an Akashic record teacher, channel, healer, spiritual business mentor. So I really support, female business entrepreneurs, new earth leaders to move forward, to have expansion, to have growth by connecting them to their karmic patterns and supporting them to release those. And I do that in a one-to-one capacity, but I also do it through teaching, through my certifications. But yeah, everything kind of evolves around the Akashic Records, which for me is the number one empowerment tool that we have available to us as a human, or as a soul in a human experience. So
I love that. And one thing that I learned from you about why the Akashic Records became so important to you was your own journey with it. So do you want to share a little bit about that?
yeah, absolutely. So I've been on my spiritual path probably for about 18 months, stepping out of corporate or being chucked out of corporate. Didn't step out of it. And I was kind of like on that journey of seeking, what am I going to do? Because I'm obviously kind of career driven. It was like, I need a purpose. I need something to get out of bed for. But I
Yeah.
was not finding that thing. I was trying lots of different modalities. Nothing was really connecting with me, although it was very, very helpful. And then it was kind of like the universe was like, she's clearly not getting it. So I tuned into a Facebook group that had an event on. And there was a lady on there that was doing Akashic record healings, and I thought, yes, I'm kind of drawn to her, looking for purpose, looking for direction, and she used the Akashic records. She opened up my records and she revealed that I'd got an addiction to alcohol, a program of alcoholism, and she cleared it in my Akashic records. I'd never heard of the Akashic records, and it was within that moment of like that 10-second clearing that I had this switch go off in my head. And from that perspective, or from that point forward, I was able to kind of stop drinking completely, and that have the mental capacity to actually then do my own healing journey. But that was then very much driven by the Akashic records, because I then needed to go and find out what they were, because I had no idea, and then train in using the Akashic records. And by the December, that was in June, by December I was doing paid readings, and then from then I evolved my own practice.
Yeah, and you've taken it like you've really taken it from something that has been around for generations and really brought it into the public eye. You've really brought, I mean, you've brought it into the shelves and into shops and into everything with the Akashic Records. So Marina, you are speaking again at this year's event. So you've come back for the second year. And what's your talk going to be about uh, specifically for this year?
It will involve my Oracle card deck and the Akashic records. So there will be, it'll be kind of like a mini workshop activation where people will get, as a promise, they will get some kind of energetic shift, and they will be able to use their intuition to identify what they need to shift. So it's going to be a really potent, but really easy and effective kind of session that I will deliver. So it's really to give people a taster of this number one empowerment tool that we have available to us, but we will do it in a very hands-on way, which for me it resonates more to most people, because they then don't have that doubt of, am I connecting to the Akashic records, how do I know? And especially like for those that are not visual, which I'm not, it's just a really useful way to kind of allay any fears or doubts. And it's like, yes, I'm connecting to the Akashic records, I've identified this, and we're going to clear it. And so I'm going to show you how to do that.
Cool. And you're using the card deck to do so, or?
I will use the card deck because I want to just demonstrate, even if you don't have my card deck, how easily it is to mix the Akashic Records and a card deck together.
Yeah. So I've seen quite a few of your talks so far, and I've seen how easy it is to connect the reading to what you connect with and what you feel is right for you just by pulling a card, literally. But also, you've also managed to do it through numbers with the cards, which is really amazing as well. Um, So apart from all the excitement of coming along on the 9th of July, where you are going to be showcasing this magical, powerful work, we've also then you've also chosen to be this year's award category sponsor. Do you want to talk a bit more about that?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, when I joined last year and stepped into this amazing movement that you are establishing for the spiritual business community, I really very much wanted to be part of it, and it was an amazing event and experience. I mean, not just on the day that we were speaking and listening to the speakers and the awards, but the following day was like when we did the mastermind, and we got really specific with the attendees. That was some of the shifts that were going on that day was just incredible. So it was kind of, for me, it was like a no-brainer to come back and experience that magic again, but obviously with new people stepping into that space. But what you created and what you established, I very much kind of believe in. So it was, as I say, it was a no-brainer for me to come back and take part again. And the people that attend, the people that are drawn to go to that event are just incredible in themselves, whether they are award winners or not, just people that are being part of that space. I want to connect with those people. I want to be able to speak to them and hopefully showcase some of the work that I facilitate as well.
Yeah, love it. And you are going to be showcasing that because we're running a similar format all over again. But I must admit, this year's VIP day
I
is
know, I've
actually
seen
going to
it.
be the best part of this event, I
I
think.
know it's got
I
cacao and like
everything.
all
Yeah.
sorts. Yeah,
We've got uh we've got a breakthrough experience, but I'm not going to say what it is yet because I'm still waiting for the yes. But it's
yeah.
something that's not done, and
Oh,
I've not seen it
okay.
done
Oh,
anywhere
wow.
else. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. But yeah, cacao ceremony, masterclasses, breakthrough sessions, activations, the integration from the day before, because there will be a lot of integration from the stage that will need to occur as well. The
Absolutely, yeah.
grounding, the trees, just everything that we could possibly bring together for this event is just got me so excited. Like I keep visualizing the room of who's there, what's happening, the connections that are building, the business that's being supported, and collaborations that are connecting, the relationships that are building. And, some of the feedback from last year's event was it changed their life. It literally
Yeah.
changed their life and their business just by being there.
Yeah, you can see that. You can totally see that. And there has been, for me personally, there was a lot of collaboration and connection that came from that event.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that occurring again. And I'm really excited that you've decided to join us. So last year, you also became one of our first ever winners.
Yeah.
And you won the category of holistic intuitive product developer. Was that right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
holistic product business. Yeah.
Holistic product business. So you've then chosen this year to sponsor that category.
Yes, well, it kind of made sense, and obviously I was delighted to be asked to sponsor that category. But I personally know what it's like to win that category and the opportunity that comes from the back of that. As you can see, since as soon as I won that category, it was like I went and had stickers made for my product, and that
Yeah.
has just elevated the way that I can speak about about this product that I have. Website marketing, it just kind of elevates your position and your authority brilliantly. So to then be able to come back and actually kind of sponsor that, um, you know, that's just it's a real honor for me because I can really be in that person's shoes when they hear their name called out. I mean,
Mm.
I was delighted, and people that have seen the video, it was kind of like
I think we're going to have to make that like the main video of our awards, you know, see a Marina winning that award and jumping around like a
I
child.
know, it was just like, I mean, it's just I really wanted that award, and my gosh, it was one of the highlights of my year, winning that award. I mean, it's done so much for my business, honestly, and for my own confidence. So don't underestimate, you know, being in the category and being in the final is absolutely amazing, and that is huge anyway. But to then just have the cherry on top of winning, yeah, it's brilliant. It really
It
is
is.
brilliant.
It's amazing, and I'm just so excited that we get to share this experience all over again. Because when I first created these awards, I knew it was needed just simply because there are awards for everything in the world. Like even vodka has their own awards ceremony every year. Do you know what I mean, for the different brands?
Yeah,
And I thought, hang on a minute, there are some really incredible people out there in the world. Okay, they're not doing things traditionally, but they're changing lives. They're helping people get well. They're
yeah,
helping people create more money. They're helping people create more inner wellness. They're helping people find their purpose when they've been lost. They're
yeah,
helping people overcome like bigger life changes, such as grief or divorce, or, you
yeah.
know, and yet they're not recognized. And that just wasn't sitting well with me. And it hasn't done for some time. And I did resist for over 2 years at doing this. And I resisted and resisted and resisted. But the fact that we're now able to just run with it and say, this is what we're doing and this is why we're doing it. And being in the room on that night was something I wasn't fully prepared for.
Mm,
I wasn't fully prepared for the emotion, the connection, the the excitement, the anticipation. There was nothing that could have prepared me for that. It was so liberating, and so it just makes it even more exciting that we get to do it all over again.
I know, and the new location that you've chosen looks incredible.
Yeah, I think that's going to be our home, you know. I really do
Yeah,
looking forward.
yeah,
I honestly cannot tell you. Like I had to have it. There was
yeah,
no other way. It was happening.
yeah.
It just had to happen. So there was a lot of conversations and a lot of right. Well, how are we going to make this work? It wasn't an option. So I think I went through it for about 3 months of trying to make it work,
Oh right. Oh gosh. Yeah,
and
no,
then we
that's
made it work,
amazing.
and it just all fell into place beautifully at the right time. And it all kicked down to we were driving past because we'd been to look at other venues, and I had my mum with me. And she went, "Oh, could we go into there? Could we go and have a look at Hazelwood?" And I was like, "Well, we're passing, so yeah, may as well." And I went in and I just made that instant decision in that moment. I have to have this venue. I
Yeah.
don't care what's happening. We have to make it work. And one of the ladies that was there, and she went, "We'll make it work." She
Oh,
said, "Let me
amazing.
go and speak to the team. We'll make it work." And we did, and we
Brilliant.
have, and now we're doing it. And it's just going to be absolutely incredible. So
That's
I went for a day with my events manager to kind of go through some fine tuning of what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, which location's this, and trying to piece it all together because I'm quite a visual person and I have to see it to feel it to
yeah.
connect with it. And I just had this huge wave of emotion hit me going, oh my gosh, this is really happening again, and we're doing it. And being able to separate the different parts and the little pieces that we've brought in and how we're going to make it all unfold, and just the whole flow of the day, then to flow into the evening, and then the next day being in the woodland venue and having our own teepee and grounds. And it's just, I cannot, I'm more excited about the venue, I think, than I am anything about the VIP day.
Yeah, but you know what? But then that's going to be a huge part of just the energy and the people that are going to be there. They're going to be we're all stepping into that. So that's a
Yeah.
huge part of the magic, isn't it?
It really is. It really, really is. And the energy of the building itself. So there's so much history in it. So Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn used to go hide there. And it was also a maternity hospital for, so there's a book that you can go and look at of all the kings and queens that were born there.
Really?
The kings and queens of Hazelwood Castle. It's just there's just so much that you're going to get from being at the venue itself, let
Wow.
alone everything that's happening from the stage. I mean, the speakers this year as well. They were great last year, as you know, but this year it's just it's way more activated and purposeful as well. So I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it just couldn't be any better, really. So to get everybody back in the room and to be seeing everybody, and this year I'm a bit more hands off, so it'll be
Yeah.
nice to be able to be in the room with it, to actually witness and
Yeah.
be a little bit more present. So
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
super excited. Right, Marina, what would you say to someone who may not have their ticket yet?
What are you waiting for? What permission are you waiting for? Don't wait. The only way that transformation up levels, activations, clarity, direction, whatever it is that you are need, wherever you're feeling stuck in your business, and that might be even just feeling lonely and wanting to kind of create new connection or just feeling like you're part of something that's really, really special. Don't think about it. Just go and book your ticket. And you know what? The universe will then respond with any insecurities, doubts, any excuses that you've kind of created in your head. The universe will just take them out of your path because you've made the first move and you've gone and booked your ticket. You will not regret it, honestly.
I know. I don't think anyone's going to regret attending this event. I think it's
No.
going to be life-changing all over again, but on a
Yeah.
deeper level,
Yeah.
especially for those that are coming into the VIP day with us as well. So thank you so much for sharing that, Marina. I'm super excited to have you with us again this year, to see all this magic unfold. And I think it's always nice as well when you've had someone who's been with you from the beginning to
Yeah.
then see how it evolves and grows over time. Because obviously this is new, it's new to me, it's new to everybody else. It's a different movement. It's not something we've had, as
Yeah.
a community. Um, I was at the Soul Revolution Festival over the weekend, and you can see there's a very clear divide in different types of festivals.
Yeah.
So it's really about bringing that back together and saying, actually, there's more unity when we stop building up walls and we start opening up and looking at what is actually happening, which is why the symposium has to happen, so we
Yeah.
can showcase the magic of what we're doing to then lead into the celebration in the evening. And that flow just needs to occur.
Absolutely. And the flow will occur.
Oh, totally. I'm quite excited. I don't think any of us are going to be walking out of there feeling heavy. I think it's going to be we're all going to be walking about a bit spaced out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what I always say with these types of events, when we're coming together as a collective, because we're all like obviously unique, we're all powerful, as everybody is on the planet. Um, but because we've chosen all to kind of step into that particular portal, that space, I always say that we never come out of that space the same person. We never do. And for me, that's like, why wouldn't you want to be part of that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But that's where the open-mindedness comes from, isn't it? It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
Katie Burkett, when she did a bit of a talk at the event last year as one of the judges, and she actually said, this event has to happen. There's no two ways about it, because people like me that have strategically worked in corporate for many, many years and not necessarily allowed the spiritual side to come through, they need a space to be at. And she said, and this
Yeah.
is it, and this is why we're doing it. And I actually watched that video back about a month ago, and it actually made me quite tearful because I don't always give myself any credit for what I'm building. And those little snippets or those little moments where you're actually capturing the meaning behind it, we means way more than anyone could ever possibly truly understand.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm excited.
We haven't got long left.
We haven't got long left. No, we haven't. We've got about 5 weeks, 6 weeks left until the
6 weeks.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a long time, and we've only got 4 weeks of ticket sales now. So, and then it will be closed doors as we give numbers over to venue, And then that will be that for another year. So, my goodness, we've got 4 weeks for everybody to get those last minute tickets and join us in the room to experience something that nobody else is currently doing.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully I'm going to see you there.
Yes, hopefully we're going to see lots of you there.
Yeah,
Marina, thank you for joining me today.
thank you.
Can't wait for your workshop because I know the magic that you create. I've personally experienced it on a one-to-one and within the stage area as well. So can't wait for this and can't wait to see so many of you there. Go and grab a link from around this video wherever you're watching from, and we will see you at the event. Thank you, Marina.
Thank you for having me.